Hey guys, welcome to Lit Konvos, where it's never too late to have a lit convo. I'm your host, Millie.
And I'm your host, T.
And today's topic is kicking the holiday blues, where we're going to be talking about battling depression and anxiety and just feeling a little low during the holidays.
People are battling depression and emotional fog, and it may worsen due to people feeling like they're being forced to be happy during this time of the year.
Yeah, I feel like there is a force because you may be battling depression all year, but when it comes to the holidays, you're fighting even more because there's an expectancy to be happy. Every Christmas song you hear is about Christmas cheer. Thanksgiving is about being around those you love. You may be asked questions that you've been trying to ditch throughout the whole year.
Right. That famous question, what are you thankful for? And not saying that people aren't thankful, but this is a time of year where people maybe not be thinking about what they're thankful about.
Exactly. And I just may be thankful to be here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That I made it to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And personally, Thanksgiving is a very tough holiday for some people, especially for me, because I lost my mother Thanksgiving Day. She passed away exactly on Thanksgiving Day.
Wow.
You're talking about being thankful, being around your family. It can be tough to be around family and friends battling an inner depression of your loved one not being here. And that takes me to, as being a millennial, I feel like we're at the age where we're going through a lot of changes in regards to people we may have lost. Aging parents. If our parents are still alive, we're taking care of them.
And also the death of other family members and also friends.
Because we're getting older, so we're having friends that may be getting diagnosed with diseases at this age.
And we're also, starting to lose family members that we've known like our entire lives. Just a natural process of aging.
And speak about aging, midlife crisis. I feel like I'm going through one right now. I feel like dyeing my hair blonde. My friend over here was like, girl, I said, listen, I remember my quarter life crisis. I called myself trying to be a teenager again when I was 25. I had a quarter life crisis. I think I was like 27. And I was trying to act like I was 16, 15.
Oh my God.
Quarter life crisis, you're trying to go back at least 10 years.
Yeah.
Midlife crisis, you're trying to go back at least 10 years. So I caught myself trying to wear a belly shirt. I said, Millie, you 42, girl, stop.
Yeah, 42. I read somewhere that the age of 42 is the age where you first start noticing signs of aging.
Listen, let me tell you something right now. Before we aired, right? I dipped over into the camera. I was looking at my phone, right? And I noticed I had a double chin. I'm so serious.
And the camera, I got a double chin. I'm like, girl.
Yeah, I swear I had a double chin. I seen a line right here. I said, oh my God. And my sis here said, this is the age, Millie.
Yeah.
Where you start to notice. And it's depressing. Talk about depression during the holidays. This is depressing. And then you got to go around family members. They start noticing things. Oh, you picking up some weight there.
Oh my gosh.
I hate that.
Yep.
Like, why you got to point stuff out, especially during the holidays? And that's why people hide during the holidays. Because they don't want to hear that.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Speaking of, hiding during the holidays, another thing that people may be grieving could be different issues that people might be having, issues in the marriage.
And
syndrome. And
I remember in my past relationships when I would be having issues with my partner and I would be nervous to go around family members because of a fear that they may feel and sense the issue that we're having. So we had to be fake happy. Like we're in a happy relationship and we're around our friends and family like, oh, we're doing just fine. And they be looking at me like, nah. And things like that. It's like such a force because you have to be around family and friends to be happy.
Smile and put on that cheer. Which is, it's a good thing to be thankful.
Yeah.
Like you said, a lot of times, especially during this time of year, I mean, it's a well-known fact that a lot of people just really aren't really as happy as they portray themselves to be.
Yeah. It's like you're in a relationship and you're unhappy, you get questioned. You're single, you get questioned. You're childless. Oh, when are you going to have a baby?
Oh my goodness.
It's always something.
It's always something. But
Yeah.
even when I was having kids, they were like, "You gonna have another one?"
That's what I was like, dang.
Leave me alone.
That's what I'm gonna have a leave me alone party where everybody just comes to the party and we leave each other alone. It's gonna be called Leave Me Alone. So when you come, you know you're not gonna get bothered. Nobody gonna say nothing to you.
We sitting around looking at each other, leaving each other alone.
Let's talk about new empty nesters for a second.
Yeah.
How do you handle that over the holidays? Like, say your children are getting older, they want to be on their own during the holidays. I don't know
what? And I will say this. I think we were just discussing this a few earlier.
Mm-hmm.
My son, my oldest son, asked me today. He was like, "Mom, how are you gonna feel when I move out?"
Ooh.
And I was like,
"Oh."
I've always talked to my kids,
yeah,
like since they were younger, and just saying, you know what, it's me and your dad's. It's our responsibility to raise you, but we have to raise you to a certain point. And once you get to that point, your life is going to be your life. Your life isn't going to be our life anymore. So
that's true.
We had that discussion, and I told him that I would be happy for him.
And I think it may have been a relief for him to hear that, because I feel like children could also worry about leaving the house because they sense that their parents may miss them.
Yeah.
And yeah, but some of them, like, for me personally, because I don't have children, but I remember how I felt when I was leaving the house to go away to college, and I was worried about my mom. And I know she had my father, but I was still worried, like, because we were so close, and as an older daughter, I helped her out so much. And I said, "Oh, what are you gonna do about my little sisters? Like, how?" She's like, "Millie, you are the daughter. I'm the mother. I take care." I was like, "Oh my God, okay." So I always think about that. But there's so much that goes into depression, that we hide as adults, especially during the holidays. So that's why we decided to do this episode, because we want those who are going through depression and anxiety during the holidays to know and feel that they are not alone. That you don't have to force yourself to feel another emotion.
Yeah.
But at the same time, don't hide from your emotions, and don't hide from those that have your best interests at heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's just a lot going on, especially today.
Oh, yeah. This government shutdown.
Yeah, and it's affecting people not receiving SNAP benefits during Thanksgiving and possibly Christmas, and then going into the New Year.
Ooh.
There are people that really need those benefits.
Also, transportation and flights. People can't even fly right now to see their family. I know Thanksgiving is a couple of weeks away, but it's bringing up a lot of anxiety and then depression because you can't see your family. Anxiety because if you are trying to still go and see your family, you have a fear of flying.
Yeah. I've had a family member that has had to cancel flights in an Airbnb because they plan to come down here and spend Thanksgiving with us.
Wow. And they had to cancel it.
Yeah.
And so she's probably spending holidays alone. Without her grandkids, without her family, because of a government shutdown.
A lot of people that are having to cancel a lot of traveling plans this year.
And me personally, I'm battling that. I'm supposed to be flying to Virginia to stay with my uncle and my cousins for a couple of days, and I was looking forward to that because my uncle is like a father to me. But I'm hearing about air traffic controllers walking off the job, quitting. It's important to have those workers to make sure you're safe in the air.
Definitely.
So I would be flying full of anxiety. I'm gonna have to be all in another headspace in order to be in the air. It's not. I don't know if that's gonna work. So I'm considering canceling myself.
Yeah.
Also, according to psychologists, studies show that divorce rates go up during the holidays.
Yeah.
And during this season, from like the months of September to December, because you're trying to go into a new year clean.
I never thought about that, but I guess it does make sense. If that's what you're trying to do with your life and you want to start anew for the new year. I can see how that, happens. Wow.
And it's also proven scientific wise that it's mostly women that file for divorce.
Yeah.
Because just the pressures of depression and anxiety that we feel more as emotional beings. Because women are more emotional, the holidays are coming up. They want to start off the year with a clean slate. They are the ones who file for a divorce. Honestly, it's not really a shock to me once I thought it through, because you want to go into the new year with a clean slate.
Yeah.
You know
Like
you
said, your emotions are getting the best of you. So it's like you gotta do what you feel. When you feel your emotions, what you feel is best. So yeah, I can definitely understand that too.
Another thing too, speaking of emotions, perimenopause and menopause. When you're going through depression, is there a difference between perimenopause and depression? Because sometimes I'm like, I think I'm having symptoms of perimenopause, but versus, is it depression? Which one is it? Is it my depression feeding my perimenopause?
It could be. They definitely could coincide.
Wow. Yeah. Because they also say a majority of women that file for divorce are menopausal. Because they're going through that extra force of emotion. So they're thinking more emotional, like, you know what? They're no longer covering up. They're being honest because they're going through those hormonal changes. So they're like, you know what? In my 30s and 20s, I could tolerate this unhappy marriage. But as a menopausal woman, I can't tolerate it no more. I'm filing for divorce.
But you do know now, and we've talked about this, and a lot of other people have been talking about that. Once you hit that 40,
40 club,
it's like, I'm not.
You got to go.
That kind of brings us into noticing the signs of seasonal depression. Yeah, but it's also known as
seasonal affective disorder, also known as SAD.
Yeah,
it spells out SAD.
Wow.
So again, seasonal affective disorder, which spells out SAD, are symptoms that are mostly heightened during the holidays because it's an affective disorder. So whatever is affecting you, and if you have the disorder of depression and it's seasonal, you're going to have some symptoms. So what are some of those symptoms that we see with seasonal affective disorder?
You notice changes in your emotions, changes in your sleep habits, changes in your appetite, and also changes in your energy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't want to bring culture into this because I feel like depression does not select who wants to be depressed, but I feel like more so in the Black community. Personally, I was raised to pray. I was raised to go to the church when you're depressed, trusting God, and which I still do. But today I've learned to pray to God, have faith, but also see my therapist.
Yes.
With seasonal affective disorder, I was during the seasons, I was a little shaky. Like, what's going on? I'm not feeling like myself.
Yeah. Do not be afraid to go to a therapist. You know, listen, we are no strangers to therapy.
Oh no, I love my therapist, girl. We are girlfriends. I got her on speed dial, okay? I be like, Katrina. Oh, hi, Katrina. I be like, Katrina, I'm having a moment.
Hey, Mimi girl.
I like that name for a therapist.
Yes, honey. Hey, Mimi, if you seeing this,
girl.
But yeah, you know, there are a lot of stereotypes when it comes to, you know, people having to contact a therapist or get in touch with a therapist or go see a therapist when that's actually something that can help you.
Yeah, it's a stigma attached too. It's a stigma that if I get on medication or I see a therapist that I'm going to be labeled as crazy. And speaking of crazy, I want to take the word illness away from mental and put mental condition, not mental illness, because I feel like when you put illness to it, that also adds to the stigma. If you have depression, you have a mental condition because it's affecting your mental. If you have a heart condition, what do? You go to a heart doctor.
Yeah.
So why can't you see someone for your mental?
Your mental is just as important as your physical. And your mental can actually affect your physical.
Yeah.
It's very important that, you know, you not only take care of, like we said, your physical, but take care of your mental as well. If you need to go, like you said, you go see a doctor when you're having heart problems or if you're having any other problem with your body or if you're feeling sick, but also if you're feeling a little down or, you know, just feeling a little off or whatever, you can also speak to somebody.
So how about, I know during the holidays, it's heightened. to go to events, to want to be around family, to want to be around friends. It's a sign of seasonal affective disorder, withdrawal from social activities. What can we do to motivate ourselves to not withdraw? Because to isolate is not that healthy either. But if you're isolating in a good way, meaning you're isolating, but while you're isolated, you're meditating. You're soaking in a bubble bath. You're having your favorite smoothie. But what if you're not doing any of that? You're just sitting in a room in darkness.
That's not good, because your mind can take over and take you to places that you don't want to go.
And you know, for me, it was the opposite. I was over social because I didn't want to face my depression. So I was going to every karaoke night. I was going to every social gathering, every family gathering to not face my depression. So it's like, my therapist brought that up to me. She said, you know, you're playing the escape game. You know, you're an activity junkie, not dealing with it. Right. I would literally hang out all night to avoid going home because I knew once I walked into that door and closed the door, my depression would be right there chilling on the couch like, hey girl, I was waiting for you to face me.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
There are things that we can do to, you know, battle that. One of the things that I do just to keep myself feeling good is I work out.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I feel like I can't be still.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to move.
Yeah.
So, like, if I'm not moving, that means that lets me know that, hey, okay, you got to check yourself. Like, something's going on. If I find myself not going to the gym in too many days, I'm like, okay, I got to figure out what's going on because I have to get to the gym. So that's one thing that lets me know that, hey, you need to stop and just check and see how are you feeling right now, and just look at things and, you know.
But what makes you feel that way? Are you just like sitting down, like you're scrolling on your phone? Like, what are you doing that makes it hit you? Like, okay, I need to get up.
I just normally just feel like I need to move.
Okay.
So if I'm not feeling like that, that lets me know something is off. I may be just chilling in the bed or watching a lot of TV, and that's not something that's natural to me. Like, if I found myself watching movies in the bed by myself and surfing, it's something like, okay, something not right here.
You know what? Speaking of surfing, it was a time during my depression that I got so attached to my phone that my therapist actually requested that I put a screen timer on my phone. So now I have a banner that comes up that says if I was on my phone for too long. So if I've been scrolling for almost 45 minutes, a banner will come up and say too much screen time, and my phone will shut down. The screen, it will go dark. So I had to put that on my phone, and that helps with my depression because I could get so lost in the virtual world and the social media world, just scrolling, looking at other people's lives because it distracts me from my life.
And I was going to say that also adds to depression. You watching and seeing other people being happy, and it's the realization that you're not happy, or it's like, why is their life better than mine, or you know what I'm saying, things that can go through people's heads. So you know, sometimes it's better, like you said, to put that phone down and kind of focus on yourself, and figure out what you need to do to help you get back to a healthy state of mind.
Exactly, a healthy state of mind. And that's going back to the holidays, where within these past couple of years there was a lot of things that I had to say no to. Like, every year I have a Friendsgiving event at my house, and it's so fun. I love seeing all my family and friends. I love those too, guys. But I said, you know what, this year I have to take a step back. I have to take care of myself, right? That was very hard for me to do because I have Friendsgiving also as a reminder of my mother's love, because she passed away Thanksgiving. I can't have it on the actual Thanksgiving day. It's still too painful for me. So that's why I do Friendsgiving. And all the friends and family that knew my mother come, and we celebrate her together. And the new friends that I have in my life, we celebrate her as well. And we just celebrate being friends and family. But I have to take a step back and say, Millie, you know, especially I have my arm injury. So that was another thing that depressed me. You know, when I hurt my arm, I couldn't drive for a couple of months. I was stuck in the house. I couldn't work. And, you know, I actually like getting up and going to work because it makes me feel worthy. Like I have some, you know, it gives me some type of confidence. When that was taken away from me, I said, oh my God, I just had myself to face. and to reflect on. There was nothing else to reflect on but myself because everybody was busy at work. So I'm sitting in the house like, I'm stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And so when I got back to work, I was so thankful to be able to socialize. Seasonal affective disorder is real.
Yeah. And another thing that, you know, people can do to kind of battle that is, if you're feeling some type of way, don't keep it all in. You know, check in with your family. Let them know you can check in with your family and also check on your family.
It's true. And you know what? I feel like people too who are depressed have a hard time just calling people. They get into this whole texting mania. Like today, I love my sister, but she don't mind. We were having a friendly conversation, but we were texting back and forth. And I said to her, why don't you call me? And I said, oh, how about I call you? I called her and we had a conversation, and maybe like 5 minutes later, she texted me and said, you know, that conversation really helped me. Thank you for calling me. Some people just need to be called. You know, they're hiding behind a screen texting, and that's also very depressing. They don't have the motivation to, and it could be their anxiety kicking in, because anxiety and depression are like cousins.
Yeah.
People also just need motivation to reach out to other people.
And when you speak to people, you know, try to think of some good things to say, you know, to build those people up. And just like, you know, you know it's things to say, also keep in mind of what things not to say.
Ooh. I remember going through my deep depression seasons. The question I feared the most when people would call me, this is why I stopped picking up the phone at one point, was the question of how you feeling. That was the worst question you can ask me. So as a survivor of depression, I try to stray from that question. When I call people and I want to check up on them, I say hello. I say, hey girl, what's up? I say, hey man, how you doing, bro? Or I kind of I'm very light with it. I say, hey, just checking in. I don't ask questions because I feel like people, when they're depressed or they have anxiety, answering questions could be a lot of work. The number one thing I say is, hey, just checking in.
Wow. You know what? I never thought of that, but you're right. You know,
just checking in.
And sometimes when you are going through a season like that, sometimes you do want to not be checked on, but that's not always a good thing. So even if you don't feel as comfortable going to see a therapist at certain times, find somebody to talk to.
Right.
Even if it's that one person.
I talk to my dog,
Roxy.
I be like, hey Roxy, yeah, girl. I be like, yeah, I be like, Roxy, she jump in the car. I be like, girl, I be talking to her. Listen.
I still talk to my mom.
Spiritual relationships are so helpful.
Yeah. I'm
like, oh my
girl.
God.
I'm like, mama.
Yeah.
Now you know. I already know what you would say if you were here. So, but yeah, I still talk to my mom.
Yeah. And you know, I feel like with spirits have a human experience. So anytime I go through something now, I say it's just a human experience. You know, it's a human experience, but my spirit's going to deal with this differently.
Yeah.
I'm going to look to my spirit to find that happiness, to find that contentment. But my human is going to want me to be depressed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I love that you said that, because I do the same thing with my mom. I feel like our relationship is kind of a little stronger because it's spiritual. It can't be anything else because she's passed away. So it has to be spiritual, right?
Yep. Speaking to people, even if it's for like 5 minutes, or even 2 minutes, can help brighten your day. I have a couple of other people who I can really sit down and speak to that really understand me and can pull that stuff out of me sometimes. Yeah. But sometimes you need to, that's how we said, check in with people. You know, even if you're not checking on them, sometimes check in with them. They may be able to help you out a little bit too.
It's true. And you know what I also started doing? I stopped assuming that people were okay because of what I've perceived from social media. If I see pictures of them out with friends or clubbing or hanging out or doing an event, I stopped assuming, oh, they hanging out, they posting, they okay.
Yeah.
I still check in, and those have been the ones that needed the most help.
Wow.
Because I remember being that way.
Yeah. Yeah. I noticed that, and I tell my family this quite often, and I really got to work on it, but there can be some time where you can go a bit of a time without checking on people. And sometimes it might be in your head. When I get home, I'm going to call this person. When I get home, I'm going to call my cousin. And you get home, and I know me, when I get home sometimes, I crash.
Yeah.
Like I
be like, she just got home from work. What? She be passed
out. I will crash. But even if it's a simple text message, hey, I love you. I'm just checking, like you said, I'm just checking in on you. Just a simple text message can make somebody's day. So I know that's something that I have to work on.
Yeah,
I gotta work on it.
I
can get in my mode, my busy mode.
Yeah,
and just have things to do and just kind of go a minute without talking to people sometimes.
You know what I gotta work on? I need to work on assuming that people are only reaching out to me to be nosy.
Really?
I used to think that way, and that was part of my pessimistic way of thinking, because when you're depressed, you're also very easily irritable. And you always think somebody's out to get you.
Oh, wow.
So when people used to reach out to me, I would be like, oh, they just being nosy. They just want to know what's going on, instead of saying, maybe they really care about me. And I said, I spoke with Katrina about, Katrina, I love you. I spoke with my therapist about that. I was like, she said, so do people like check on you? I said, yeah, but they only doing that to be nosy. I don't hear from them throughout the year, but then when I hear from them, they asking all these questions, they trying to be nosy. And she was like, Millie, how about they just trying to check on you? Why you got to think so much into it? And I was like, and so when those people started checking on me, and I actually started answering questions and talking to them and having a conversation, I said, wow, they really were checking on me.
Yeah, how did it make you feel?
I felt stupid. I thought she
was saying. It made me feel so good to know that they love me. I felt stupid.
Like, why did I think that way? Man, you so mean. They just want to check on you. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna start answering the phone now for them. I'm gonna start picking out. And Uncle, I love you. I have this one uncle, right? He always calling to check on me, and I used to think he was just being a nosy uncle, like he just wanted to start some drama and be like, yeah, what you up to? You found out you having babies yet? You having kids yet? He one of those uncles. I'd be like, oh my God. But then I realized, I said, but he does check on me. He does call me. He don't have to call me. He don't have to spend his time to pick up the phone and dial my number.
That's his way of showing that he loves you.
Yeah. Even though he get on my dang on nerves. Like, why you gotta know everything? But you know what, Uncle? I love you for that. I do. I know you watching because you nosy.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So, just find things that make you happy. Find a habit, a hobby. Don't find a habit. Please don't find a habit. Yes. Find a hobby. Get a hobby. A good one. Something that's healthy.
Yes.
Walking.
Walking is so good.
It is.
I love to walk.
And you know what else can contribute to depression as well? Bad eating habits.
Ooh, nutrition. Having a clean diet helps so much.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. I cut red meat out my diet. And ever since I cut red meat out my diet, I'm talking about beef, pork, and just fried foods. My brain fog has gone away.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
And brain fog could contribute to depression because you forget. You do a lot of forgetting. And then when you forget things, you get depressed about what you forget because you're not having good memory. Stopping the fried foods, the fast food.
Oh, yeah. Fast food.
Wendy's. I love me some Wendy's, but I had to stop. But you're right about diet. So what do you eat that you think is contributing to your mental health positively?
Now, every now and again, I might go out and get me some chicken wings.
I love chicken wings.
But you can't make it an everyday habit. And processed food, it's not good for you. Processed food, will destroy
the process.
Your brain processing.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, it's not good for you though.
But remember that fish sandwich we had the other day?
It was so good.
Oh my God. I went to heaven and fell on my butt. When I fell from heaven, I was like, ah! That fish sandwich was so good.
Yeah. See, it was a fish burger we got from this place. It was so good.
Oh my God. But let me tell you, a couple of hours after that, I was ready to go to sleep. I was like, dang, I had so much to do, but I could not. I was so tired, and I knew it was from that fish sandwich.
But yeah, it was really good though.
But I'm going to tell you some things that I've been eating that have been helping me with my depression. So blueberries are very good for uplifting your mood.
Yeah.
Bananas are excellent.
Wow.
Because it helps with your free radicals. It basically puts things back into perspective hormonal wise. Because when you're depressed, you got to also think about it. Your hormones are all over the place.
Oh, wow.
So foods that help put your hormones back in order, such as bananas, blueberries, anything with berry at the end, raspberries, blueberries, strawberries. You want to get into that. You can make yourself a fruit bowl and on Monday and have it last to Friday. Water, have a bottle, at least 2 bottles of water a day.
Definitely water.
So water, berries, bananas have been helping me so much. Avocados. Oh my God. Avocados are very good for the free radicals, because again, free radicals meaning hormones are all over the place. So you want to get your hormones back intact to have that depression limited. You hooked me up with that green tea. That green tea is lit.
Yes, I try to have me some tea.
Lion's mane tea.
For you.
I've been meaning to try that.
Yeah.
You know, ginger and turmeric tea mixed together. Is good for you. It's a tea. It's ginger and turmeric together. And the turmeric is good for the inflammation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Meditation too. I meditate every morning.
Oh yeah, definitely meditation.
Because my thoughts be all over the place. I'm telling you, my thoughts be like... I meditate actually with my class.
That's a good thing. I put on some meditation music the other day.
Yeah. I heard it through the wall. I was like... She was playing it. I heard it through the wall. I was like,
and it helped. And there was a study that was done too.
It does help.
It was a study that was done where they played meditation music in the classroom for kids, and it actually helped calm.
It does. That's why I play every morning. My students and I meditate. I'm not making this up. One day I forgot to put on the meditation, and one of my students was like, "Miss Gaines, we not meditating." I said, "You look forward to that?" I said, "Why do you look forward to that?" He said, "It helps me focus."
Yeah. I remember my kids. I hope y'all watching. But I remember a few years ago.
They watching.
I remember a few years ago, I tried to wake them up, and we would go downstairs and sit in front of the fireplace. And we would meditate. They were a little bit younger, and they did not like it. I'm like, come on, let's go downstairs and meditate.
You was all excited.
I was so excited. They were like, Mom, like, this is not for us. Can we please just get our 15 minutes of extra sleep, please? So I didn't do it. I stopped it. But then my son came in the other day, one of my other sons, and was like, Mom, you remember you used to have us out? I tried it.
Yeah.
And he was like, wow, meditation. I said, I know. I was trying to tell you. I was trying to show you guys.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta let them figure things out for themselves.
You do.
So now
you do.
It's come full circle.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so good. These tips are so healthy. I mean, and you know, it's hard to go full blown from the beginning with them. You have to ease into it. Like with meditation, I started meditating maybe 1 minute a day. And then it's crept up to 2 minutes and then to 5 minutes. Now 5 minutes is the longest I can go.
We hope that this episode really helps someone, because this is the season that people are really truly battling, especially this year. Yeah, especially this year. And you know, speaking about season, this is also cuffing season. I'm just saying, and that also helps with depression. Hey. It does. Hey, I'm just saying, cuffing season. So if you got a cuffing buddy, good for you. I don't know now. For the moment, it might be good. But once this cuffing season over with, are y'all still going to be cuffing? Oh, but that's what I wanted to talk about. So if you do have a cuffing buddy,
Still talk to your therapist.
Yeah.
Still keep doing your self-care tips. Don't say, oh, I'm good. I got a cupping buddy. I got a cuddle buddy. I don't need my therapist. I don't need. No, because that's how you get stuck in your depression, because it's temporary.
Yes.
It's a temporary fix. And that's why I brought it up. Because I've had my time in the past where I've been to depression and I meet somebody and, oh my God, it's all good. We're cuddle buddies. We're in the cupping season. And then they decide this is not working. I'm back to my depression.
Yeah.
I'm back to my depression.
And it's probably worse.
It's worse because now I'm depressed that we didn't work out, and I'm facing my depression I faced before we got together. So guess what? When I would then meet somebody, I would still continue going to therapy. Be like, oh, this is great. We're dating. That's wonderful. But I'm still seeing my therapist. Yeah. I'm still drinking my green tea. I'm still eating my blueberries and strawberries and meditating while you're in my life. Yes. Yes. I love that. Yeah. It's another thing I think that people run to. Yeah. For positivity or to cure their depression is meeting someone. But you want to make sure you're still being true to you and what you need to do for you mental health wise. I like that. I think that was important to mention because, like you said, there are a lot of temporary fixes, and temporary fixes in the long run, they don't work. They don't, and they aren't good for you. So, I had a lot of those temporary fixes, and that's what they were, temporary. They were like water paint. You know, acrylic sticks. Water paint fades. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I don't want no more water paint fixes in my life. Yes. But this was a good episode. I think it was very much needed, especially around this time of the year. Let us know in the comments, of course. What are some things that make you guys happy? What are some things that when you're feeling sad, what do you do? Yes. And help us out. Because I can use some of those tips, and so can T. Okay? Yes. Well, thank you for joining the Lit Konvo, where it's never too late to have a lit convo. And please, as Tiana mentioned, if you have any tips about how you cure your depression or your anxiety, let us know in the comments below. Yep. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for joining us, guys. Bye.